Hey, what's going on, guys? Gdoggcasey here with my buddy Matt, bringing you some more StarCraft 2 action from the Chobo Team League. This is a Week 4 matchup between Team All Inspiration and Vortx Esports. Team Vortx Esports. Basically, this matchup is between All Inspiration's Revelator, who is the blue Protoss, down in the 9 o'clock position on Catalina.
And in the 1 o'clock position, we have our red Zerg player, KGP, for Team Vortx Esports. Now, it should be noted that KGP did choose random in the selection, so he did end up with Zerg.
Yeah, and he's saying that's his main race here, so that's not the greatest for the Protoss here. Now, during the load-up screen, KGP was labeled as Diamond, but in the Chobo Team League here, he is labeled as a gold player, so I'm not too sure about what's going on with that. I guess he's unranked, I don't know. But anyway, it is a gold matchup, and supposedly this guy player, or KGP, is supposed to be a gold player, so we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, now we have a scout coming in from Revelator already, and if you look at his waypoints, he's just going all the way through the base, trying to get probably either the timing of the pool or the hatchery. So
yeah, and we are yet to see exactly what's coming down first for KGP. Looks like a pool, and we got a forge down for Revelator. So with the pool going down first, his prospects of going for like a cannon rush type thing is probably not going to happen, especially with that drone stuck to him like white on rice.
And also for the fact that our Zerg player's Overlord is seeing that the forge is just completing up now on the low ground by the natural, so
yeah. So most likely Nexus going down next year for Revelator, and the hatch does go down for the Zerg player.
Overlord continuing to do some scouting, so until he gets something to take that down, he's gonna have all the information he needs, including the dropping of his second base. So we're 2-2 bases.
Yep, which is actually in favor of the Protoss, although he's going to need to actually power up on that second base a little bit first. But I like this map for Protoss just for the Forge Fast Expand because of the small little ramp here that goes into the natural. I feel like he might have just completely walled himself in. I think he's testing that now. I think he walled himself completely in, maybe.
No, I think there's that one spot between the gateway and the pylon.
Okay. Well, Revelator's still getting some scouting on. Good job by this probe. I don't think he saw the gas down here. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Poor little guy. Poor little guy's getting chased by 2 Zerglings. I don't think he's going to make it out alive.
He actually might. It's going to be kind of close. He could lead the Zergling into the cannon that's here. Oh, no, he packed himself into a one. Not the best pathing by that probe there.
Those probes need like an afterburner sort of deal. They're mechanical, so they should just be able to like
step on
zoom
the gas.
by. Yeah.
Yeah, get a little bit of speed boost like those medevacs.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet money that he is fully walled in here. I don't know that probe.
I think there is a small. No, see where the probe is? The probe is that's where the zealot is going to go.
Yeah.
If he makes a zealot anytime soon.
Yeah. Right now he's just getting his core out. Oh, a fast third base by the Zerg player. Very heads-up move there to go for the quick 3 base when he knows tosses on 2. He also has a Roach Warren in the back here, so not sure what he's going to be doing with that when he just took a 3rd base. But we'll have to see.
Now, this lucky little Overlord is scouting everything. He can see everything that's going on. Now, once this... Yeah, you see now the... Sorry, the zealot is completing the wall.
Oh yeah, you're right. I just saw. Okay. All right. So this is a very high defense, very small crack in the wall there. You're right. Definitely, the links can slip in there if that door is left open accidentally by toss. So that's something that he'll have to keep an eye on. And we're getting a lair here, which is actually pretty fast lair here for KGP. I wonder what he's going to be doing with that when we have the Roach Warren. My guess is probably Roach speed, but we'll have to actually see what he does.
And now we're looking at the drones, and it's 29 to 29 or 29 to 30 now in favor of our Zerg player, so it's pretty even at the moment. And the dropping of a Hydralisk Den for our Zerg player.
That's an interesting play. He doesn't even have roaches yet. I guess he's assuming we're going to be seeing some sort of immortal play. Maybe. His overlords, by the way, still have like absolute free reign all over the place. They can just come in and scout whenever they want. There's no stalker. There is a sentry though, so that will help Revelator, but no stalker to push away those overlords.
Yeah, I want to check his vision really quick. Did he see the drop? No, he didn't see the dropping of the robo base, so that Hydralisk Den is a little bit premature. He wouldn't know that any immortals may be coming out.
Maybe not. Well, you know what though? Hydras are just good against Protoss in general. So, you know, he could be just preemptively going for a Roach Hydra build and then just going with it and then adapting after he sees the army composition. I'd like to see, okay, the probes are coming out, just not quite as steadily as I'd like to see for Revelator.
But it is 41 to 41 if you look at the units tab, so...
Yeah, I feel like he could have had a bit more of a lead there, but that's okay. More sense.
Well, he is almost completely fully saturated on both. His natural's just missing 2, so I'm looking to either see him start a mass production of units, or he should take a third sometime soon.
Yeah. Yeah, well, he just dropped a few gateways. He's dropping a robotics bay and a pylon. So it looks like he might be actually just trying to tech up here, get some Colossi out, and then go with a little bit of a 4-gate kind of Colossi push.
Now we have a hallucinated Phoenix who is going to go in and try and get as much information as possible. Let's see whether or not he's stopped.
Interesting to see. He sees the creep here at the 3rd, so he should know that there's a 3rd base here. Also, getting shot by that Hydralisk below. Tell him that. He sees the Evo chambers go down. And you know what? These bases don't look all that saturated for the Zerg player here. So he's running off a bit of a low econ situation, which is not the best for him. That's Spire, too, right from the side of that Phoenix.
Very good hallucinated Phoenix by our Protoss player. Now, you're correct to say that the Zerg player only has... Oh, okay, never mind. He just dropped a ton of drones. It went from 9 to 18 in his natural, so
yeah,
he's fully saturated.
Taking care of it now, but it was a little bit late. And with the 3rd base going down now for Protoss, and he's got a smallish army here with an immortal out, he should be able to defend that 3rd for most of the stuff that are going to throw at him here.
Got more immortals in production.
We got +1/+1 coming for the missile attacks on the Roach army, and sadly, I'm not seeing any upgrades for Protoss right now.
No, there is Thermal Lance being looked after right now, so he's going to get some Colossi out once this finishes, I believe.
Oh yeah, and he did get his +1 weapon attack earlier, so... I gotta say, I'm impressed with the scouting done by both of these players here with Hallucinated Phoenix and Changelings. They're definitely getting an idea of what to expect here.
Now, when I see the Protoss player going for Colossi, I feel like he needs to go off of more than one robotics bay. That's in my opinion. Just if you want to get them out, you want to get them out quick.
Mm-hmm. If that's his sort of main thing here, but he's also got a couple of mortals out, and he's going to be going for some stalkers as well, I believe, to kind of supplement his army. You could go for 2 robo bays, and you can, or robo facilities, sorry, and you can crunch out Colossi that way, but I find that it affects your ability to sort of keep pushing out units out of your gateways.
Now, is it just me, or does it feel like the placement of our Protoss player's 3rd just a little bit off? It looks like he's kind of far from the mineral line and that the north assimilator.
I have no idea. I see what you're saying. There's definitely a space here that I don't see. I don't know, man. Maybe it is off by a step. I'm not sure. So that's kind of unfortunate if it is, though.
Yeah.
At the moment, though, I am going to give the edge, at least in power, to our Protoss player. +1 armor is just about to finish here. So he's going to be on 1-1. And I'm interested to see on who's going to attack first. Because both players seem to just want to be macroing up right now.
Yeah, they both kind of have a defensive posture, both just protecting. Although both seem to be protecting their 3rd. Now this compilation of Hydras and Overseers and Roaches, it looks like a considerably small army in comparison to our Protoss, but
It's a little Hydra heavy too, which is not really going to be that good when he sees all these Colossi. Definitely Revelator powering through here. He's ahead in supply, which isn't really where the Zerg player wants to be right now. And he is capped. Forge. Yeah,
he is capped at the moment, so. Good suicide scout there by our Overseer, seeing that the third is fully saturated.
Yeah, and he probably got a look at the army composition too there.
Yeah. And unfortunately, our Zerg player isn't fully saturated on his third yet. And we have I didn't even notice, but we have a forward pylon right by the, I believe that's going to be either the fourth or the fifth of our Zerg player. 2 forward pylons.
Yeah, he's planning an attack for sure, and he's going to be able to reinforce his army here. I'm pretty sure that Protoss should be able to take out these Hydras relatively simply here with the 2 Colossi with extended range. I can't really see the Hydras doing too much damage here. Actually, they're going to back off. These
hallucinate.
Oh, go ahead.
This hallucinated Phoenix is going to see the retreat, so either he's good. No, he's not going to see the retreat. He's just looking to see if the army is anywhere close.
4th base going down for Zerg here, so he decided to back up and just macro up a little bit more, which is probably a smart idea because he would be crushed by this army. Now, that on the flip side here, Revelator should sense his power and his advantage here. He should be moving out and taking advantage of that before Zerg can kind of catch up. And these pylons up here are beautifully placed for some Zealot run-bys on the 3rd here. He can just warp in like 8 Zealots or whatever and just attack this 3rd base, which would really force the multitasking skills of KGP.
Now, he's researching flyers, so I haven't seen it yet, but where's the mutas if he is going for flyers?
He's got a few.
He's got a corruptors, but very few.
Yeah, I think he's going to be moving into a. He wants to get Broodlords at some point. I think that's why he's powering this up. He's got the Hive already, but he's getting 2 upgrades, so maybe not. Maybe he's not going for the Greater Spire. I don't know. We'll have to see. But those corruptors are going to definitely help against these Colossi.
Now, with the money that I see, with our Protoss player being fully, well, he's going to just suicide these charge lots.
Yeah,
if they do happen to
do
get
some
clean.
damage, though.
He is going to do a bit of damage. He's going to see exactly the compilation of the Zerg army. I should like to see him drop a 4th, seeing he has the money. He has a lot of money right now.
Yeah, he could be dropping a 4th for sure, and even a 5th, and just sort of hope one of them survives. He's maxed out here. This is going to be a pretty decent fight. There's lots of Corruptors here now, though, and those Corruptors, they have the +1 attack, so that's going to help out take out those Colossi. I don't know. This could be anyone's fight here. It depends on positioning, pretty much.
Now, if these Corruptors focus down the Colossi, I see it going in favor of... Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he just lost a lot of units for free there. The Corruptors are moving in, though. This is going to be the battle. Both players need to start paying attention.
That one Colossus is almost dead, though, so, and the second almost as well, so he needs to pay attention with those. Let his other ground units move forward before he moves in with those Colossi, but...
We do have a 4th going down for Protoss over here in the top left.
Now, unfortunately, that Overlord is not in the correct position to be able to see it, but...
He sees it. He's got... oh, no, he doesn't see it. He sees one of the pylons. So anyway, battle coming in. Colossi and Stalkers up front here. Oh my god, Colossi doing so much damage. Storm's going down, but those Corruptors are being really annoying right now. The Hydras are going to just hightail it out of there. Actually, there's no Colossi now in this fight. Oh my god, I don't know. Lots of Stalkers coming in to reinforce, and it looks like Protoss has the edge here, although the supply is higher for Zerg.
Yeah.
These Corruptors are pretty useless right now, though.
Yeah, and very good bubbles coming up for our Protoss player. It looks almost dead even at the moment.
Oh, the pro force fields. Look at that. Those force fields really not doing too much, to be honest, but still, the Stalker power is just coming through here, and they're going to definitely take out this 3rd base, I think. Zerg's going to want to sort of sacrifice that and try to get a better army position on the next fight that's going to happen.
Now, if we look at the production tab, 52 Zerglings in production.
Yeah,
I don't think that's the right reaction for this. I think he had time. He could have gotten...
I don't even think the Zerglings have speed.
No, I don't believe so. No.
They don't have speed. If they were speedlings, they could surround this and make this a little bit better for them. I don't know. They're still being annoying though. Gotta get those zealots up front dealing with them. And we need more warpins here from Protoss. He's not going to be able to clean this up if he doesn't warp in. Oh my god, those Hydras, they're just wrecking base now. Yeah, that's it. All the Stalkers are going to go down unless they retreat right now. And
well, it was a decent attack. He did get out one base, so now it's 4-3 bases, so...
Yeah, and he now has a Colossi in the mix here, which is really going to hurt those Hydras, but he needs to get a few more. We see Zerg just powering up right on Hydras right now in lanes. So that's like a Colossus' best friend. He wants to go over there and just murder those. But he only has one. He needs some more gateway units to support it.
Yeah, so he sent, it looks like our
Oh, it's in terrible position. That Colossi is going to get focused down. It was like leading the charge. Oh, no. And
that's
now,
unfortunate.
Yeah.
Another one is coming up, though. Another, although I don't like its path if he's not paying attention.
Yeah. One more on the way. He wants to get at least like 3 Colossi in this army. Maybe now's the time to drop down a few extra Robo Bays and just power out the Colossi, because he's falling pretty far behind here. Again, bad position for that Colossi. He needs to get in the back.
Well, they're both spending their money really well now. If you look at the supply, it's 156 to 146, so a small advantage for our Protoss player, but both are researching +3, I believe.
Zerg already has +3.
And Zerg is also in the midst of bringing out 2 Ultralisks.
Yeah, and Ultras tear up Colossi, so... KGP doing what he has to do to get the right army compilation here, because these Hydras aren't very strong against these Colossi. Also, Ultras can just stamp out force fields. So the force fields are going to be useless here.
Okay, what is that Colossi? I'm trying to watch the micro of these Colossi, because if they get taken down early, it's I would call that almost GG for our Protoss player. Now, I like all these pylon placements. He can reinforce from almost anywhere.
Yeah, that is definitely true. Another Colossi joining the fight here, as well as the Mothership Core.
Now, production tab shows just upgrades going. Another Nexus, a 5th going down for our Protoss player.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that decision here. Towards the end of the game, bases are going to start to get mined out. The main is mined out. The natural is mined out. He's only really mining off of 2 bases right now, so he's going to want to just pick up another base that he can mine off of. And this is what he needs to be doing. Sending these zealots to all different locations here, trying to split up the Zerg army, and just force him to have to think about a bunch of things at once.
Yeah, and this 4th base is going down, but unfortunately the positioning of these Colossi, when they're going to get flanked, they're going to be right in the front.
Oh my god, he missed out on killing like 30 drones. Yeah, this is probably going to be the final battle here. Colossi in not a very good position. Oh, nice recall. Good
Very
job
nice recall.
Great job there by Revelator, and he's still ahead in supply here, so he really should be winning this fight. It just all comes down to the actual positioning here. The Colossi need to be careful.
I've never really seen a timed recall so well done there.
Yeah, he could
not in any of the Protoss players. Yeah,
probably #1 recall Chobo Team League right now.
Yeah, so far.
Lots of gateways down. He really can take out the Zerg player here. He's just got to be very careful. These Corruptors are... Is there only one Colossi?
Oh, and he's storming his own players.
Well, he got a good storm down on the Hydras. But yeah, he's kind of getting... These Hydras are so strong. 3-3 Hydras here. The army's not really focused on what they want to do, and I don't know what happened to those Colossi. Does he even have any Colossi?
No, those Colossi got wiped out extremely quickly, but very good storms on the Hydras causes them to back up. Now we have 1 replacement Colossi at the moment, but...
Yeah, he needs to get a few more of those out, although Zerg is switching pretty hard into Ultras here. He's got 3 more on the way, and Colossi really aren't the best. Might want to start getting some Stargates down and pump out some Void Rays to deal with those. I don't think he has any Stargates. But this is turning out to be a great game right now.
Very good game so far. Now, if we look, oh, he's our Zerg player is finally fully saturating his 4th base.
Yeah, he's got to focus down those Corruptors, take out another Colossi.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Zerg player just GG.
Wow.
Is he going to actually leave the game?
If you look at the supply, it is 164 to 104, so unless this Ultralist becomes a hero, and he is getting focused down,
yeah, here we go.
that
The
should
rest
be
of the fight
GG right there.
Yeah. Very good job by Revelator here to stay on top of his game, drop down bases all over the place, make sure he's mining all the time. I would have liked to see a little bit better Colossi micro if I had to nitpick, because he could have won his game a lot easier if he, if those Colossi would have stayed alive. But still, good job nonetheless. I love his macro capabilities and the, getting the 3-3 on the Stalkers and just overpowering his opponent here.
Yeah, it was a great game overall. Like you said, there wasn't much to nitpick, but it turned out to be a great game. And thanks everyone for watching, and look forward for the next game.